Hi everyone, time for another Smithy Stampers video hop, and we are in August already. So Smithy Stampers is a video hop with myself and some of the ladies in my team, and every month we have a theme. So hashtag Smithy Stampers, our theme for the 10th of August is 3D, and I can't believe we're in August already. Don't know about you guys, but wow. It's just super crazy from now through autumn and fall, Halloween, etc. Next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas. So thank you to everybody that's popped on. I will link any other video hops that are taking part. I'll link them in the description box below. Sometimes there's only one, sometimes there's two, sometimes there's four. It just depends how all of our schedules have panned out. So yeah, please do visit the other ladies and subscribe, like, comment and share, and let us know what you think. So the theme is, like I say, 3D. So what I'm going to be using today is, I am using the Traditions of St. Nick online exclusive designer series paper. I'm also going to be using our, sorry about the glare, our silver 12x12 foil sheets. As you can see, I've cut some of them at the back. I am also going to be using not one but two sets of dies. So this is the Wanted to See dies. It's an annual catalogue item, as is the Spotlight on Nature dies. Okay, so we're using the word Celebrate with the shadow backing, and we are using the largest die, you know, with the little lines. I've also, because I want an outline, I've used the die, the largest die and the second largest, just to get this trim. So yeah, good use of the products. I'm also using the real red and white twine. This is an old one from a kit, but I believe this is coming back in the new mini seasonal catalogue. So I'm going to use that because it's got real red in it. Right, so what else you're going to need in terms of tools? You're going to need foam adhesive sheets. You're also going to need Stampin' seal and maybe some wet glue. I've already pre-cut and sorted all my bits and bobs just so I can keep this as short a video as possible for you. You will need some sequins. Now, I don't seem to have any current sequins, I don't think. I had looked out. Let me check again. What are these? Now these loose silver sequins. Oh, there we go. I do have some. I can't remember if they were on clearance or if they're active or not, guys. I do apologise, but I will use those. So you'll need loose silver sequins or other sequins that you have in your stash. I've got a few. Just cheapy ones that I've picked up along the way because I've got a little thing for collecting sequins now. Ever since Gemma on the team sent me this cute little box with a mix of sequins in it, so I've started my own collection of lots of different colours of sequins because I do love a shaker card and I do love shaker elements and things like that. So I've just given it away what we're making. I am going to make a hanging tag decoration. Now you can put this on your tree or you can actually attach it to a card to make a card topper, whatever you like, but I thought, let's go. So, real red. So I have die cut out the largest one in real red, okay, so we're going to flip that over, okay. I've also die cut out the same size, this gorgeous print with the gingerbread men. And you can see there's real red in here, so it coordinates well. That will be on top of there. Then I have used our window sheets. Some of you will refer to this as acetate. Okay. And then I was explaining I had used a washi tape, the two largest dies together to get this frame in the gorgeous silver. And that will go on there, okay? the Wanted to Say dies, I have die cut out the word celebrate in the silver, and it has a real red backing on it for the shadow, so that's going to go on. I've also die cut out the little present in real red, which you'll see here, and all these little bitties as well, because there's always extras. And I have die cut out a little bow in the silver. So you could do a horizontal or a portrait kind of present. It's up to you. I've also die cut out the gorgeous little trio of hearts in both silver and red, and these can actually be cut if you want to kind of stagger them around your project. And I love how it embosses as well. Okay, and you can see I've kind of got festive nails. Not quite red or green for Christmas yet, but sparkly all the same. Right, so when I die cut out these, I was left with this negative piece, which is actually a full piece. So I thought I would pop that on the back. Now, other shaker elements and cards that I've made, what I've actually done, because when we put the sequins in and we use our foam adhesive sheets, it raises it up ever so slightly, so there is room to actually put elements inside, and I've done that before. I'm not sure if I have any to hand. I think I maybe gave away the shaker card, the last one that I done. I think I did. So that's an option as well, but for today these are just going to be glued on the outside of the project. Right, so first things first, I am going to add my twine. Now I want a couple of layers because I want a thick handle, and if you decide later you don't want a tag, you could just cut the ribbon off or the twine and then make it a card topper. Okay, so just depends how long you want your little ribbon to be. Now I'm going to cut that down there, boop. So it's going to be double. Now you can twist it if you like to make it a little bit thicker till we get it stuck on anyway. Okay, and this is where we will need some of our gorgeous tearing tape. Let me just pop that on. So we're going to pop that there. And I am putting it quite far down because I don't want it to kind of move. Okay, and you've probably heard the girls, aka my German Shepherds, are sleeping in the craft room beside me. Right, so there we go. Fantastic. And then we could glue that directly on top. Okay, now this is quite thin, so let's just add more Stampin' Seal. So the purpose of this red piece is really just for a background, the back of the tag, topper, whatever you're deciding to call it. Okay, so let's just line it up roughly straight. So we just want to do that. Manipulate this out and then commit. Okay, so give it a good old press down. So there is going to be the tag, and then we need to build all the elements on top. Okay, so this is what we do now. What we need to do is we need to run tearing tape, not tearing tape, Tricia, foam adhesive strips all the way around. We need to leave a little gap at the top, and then we could add, remove that sticky bit after. So let me get this sheet that I've already started. These are great for layering up adding frames to your project, such as this, etc. So, and you can see the depth of that. So I'm going to leave the gap. I'm going to leave the gap in between the ribbon, folks, okay? So just take your time with this. If you find it is not bending as good as you like, just cut it down and use smaller pieces. However, these do take the headache away from doing that. Okay, so obviously we're always going to be able to see the foam around, but if you've got a red marky, Sharpie marquee pen, you can actually colour that. Okay, so just press it down nice and hard to make sure that it is sticking. And we're going to add a separate bit in here, but we don't remove the sticky stuff off of that until we've got all the sequins in. Okay, and if you push this down really hard, you shouldn't get any bits sticking underneath the foam, as they say, because we all know that can be annoying at times. Now, this is not perfect, but if you're doing this at home, I do recommend that you just take your time. Okay, so I'm just going to snip it there. Okay, and this bit is going to fit in. Oh, look at that for perfect size. Okay, so let's just hold and press. Perfect. I couldn't have done that again if I tried. So, like I say, this little section's going to come off last. And the reason for that is because we need to leave a gap so we can pop the sequins in. Ta-da! And see what I mean about the depth? You can actually put little elements in here, but I want it so that the sequins can bounce about quite the thing. Right, now we want to add this on. So what I would recommend is just peel back ever so slightly the start of that biggest section, okay? And we want to line this up on the bit that's not sticky yet. Okay. So just make sure. So we're going to push that down. Okay, so just hold it in place. If you want, you can use a little clip to help you. Okay, so we're just going to peel that back, push as we go. Perfect. Okay, you can move that round. It's amazing how handy these little bulldog clips come in for certain things. Right, okay, now I forgot that was actually in two parts. So let me just pull the backing off here. And of course, because I've got long nails again, it's hard to grab. Right, so we're just doing that again, all right? So peel that off and push as you go. Boop. And we want to give that a good press down. Make sure you don't have gluey fingers or anything like that, because it will mark your acetate. So there's a little space there to pop your sequins in. Very easy if you find you've not left yourself a big enough gap, such as I haven't, I don't think. Not when I've got these nails on. So I've just opened that up ever so slightly again, and because it's acetate, it lifts quite good. Now, I have got a little spoon somewhere. One of my team made me, the crafty little gem. These are ever so handy. So we're going to use this, and I'm going to spill them everywhere anyway. So, yeah. So we're just going to pop some in. Okay, and then just look at that. That is gorgeous. And they're obviously sticking a little bit because we're kind of bulking up on each other. That is very nice. I think that is plenty. You don't need too much. There's a little straggler there. Anytime there is sequins on sale, I do tend to get them. So I think there's some coming out in the new mini catalogue, which I'm looking forward to. So now we can close this off. So we just, oops. So we just want to peel that back a little bit again. Okay, peel off that top there. Okay, then we're going to push down really, really, really hard. And it's coming together. Absolutely gorgeous. Now we need to add this on. So you see how that just finishes it off nicely. It's really, really nice. Now for this, I'm going to use my silicone mat, which should be to hand, and I'm going to use the Stampin seal again. Now, come on, where's my silicone mat? I did pop it beside me. What have I done with it? What have I done with it? Okay. Now, I did pop everything away all nice and neat so that I could find it easier. And of course, the one thing that I need, I can't find. However, you can use a bit of cellophane or something. So let me show you what it all turns out. So let me use one of these cheap card sleeves. Right, so all you want to do is that. Okay, so you're adding the tearing tape onto your ring. Now it is very sticky, so maybe leave a little gap to be able to hold your finger on it without getting stuck. Look how easy that is. Okay, and then when we lift it up, any excess pieces, off you come, off you come. We will simply tuck behind. So you can see how sometimes the glue, this looks very wobbly guys, but it's just because it's fragile. Okay, so we can tuck these little bits behind. Not too many bits actually, that's quite good. Right, now he's the tester of time. Okay, so we just want to make sure it's going on nice and flush. Okay, and just be gentle so that we're not overstretching that cardstock. I mean, it is sturdy, but as you know, once you've ran it through a die cutting machine, it does kind of thin it out ever so slightly. Oh, I'm happy with that. Any excess glue comes off really, really easy because, like I say, it is the foil. If you find it's not coming off as good as you want, just use a little glue eraser to manipulate the last bits off. And you can see here how sticky this stuff is. Okay, so we can just bin that now. Now it is time to decorate, but how gorgeous is that? I do like it. You know I like it, and I want it, but I've already got it. Okay, do not change your day job, Tricia. Now I might add another little element onto here, which would be one of the Santas that I've previously had fussy cut out. Or we could add a little tree or something. I would just want to see how this would look. It's great when you get images like this on the designer series paper. Okay, so I'm just going to play around. So, celebrate. Oh yes, I think I'll use this one. And the reason I'll use this one because he has a little bit of real red in this little drum and the present here. And we'll keep this St. Nicholas for another project. So see, we've got the trees and everything there. Right, so to stick him on, I'm going to pop him. Should I pop him on the middle? Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's stick him on the middle. So I am going to use, well, you can use anything really because he's going to stick. I think I'll use some dimensionals though. He's going to stick good. And we're not going to see underneath there anyway. Okay, so I'm just getting used to having longer nails again. I do apologise if I'm a bit bitty. Bitty. Right, 4 is plenty. Very, very, very much so. So I'm recording this at night time. Youngest son's out. Oldest son is chilling in his bedroom. And just kind of line that up as best as you can. Okay. Love it. Give it a wee press. Let's see, is he centre? I like that. That's perfect. His head centre. I know this side's a bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. My oldest son is chilling in his bed. Because he's tired, because he was working, but he's off tomorrow. Right, let's see now. Let's get this stuck down. You can use your fine tip glue for this, or Let me find, where did I put that little scrap piece of plastic? Please tell me I didn't throw it in the paper bin. That would be so wrong. Now, I would normally put a little bit of glue in the back of my hand, but I don't want to do that. So this is kind of like the last of the glue in here, so I'm just going to put a little bit on. Now I just want to dab, dab, and dab, and be very careful, because once that glue goes on, once the Tombow glue goes on your silver or gold card, it really looks quite smudgy, so you need to be quite careful. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. It should dry clear. Well, it will dry clear, but you can see what I mean. Once you start smudging that, it goes all over you when you're trying to be nice and neat. Right, so I'll just put that to the side. Now, of course, I did get it on my hands there. Great. I'm actually just going to use my pokey tool to add a tiny little bit of glue under there. I'll clean that off. Right, let's do this. So I'm going to pop that here. Okay, so I only need a little bit of glue in the middle there, because it's card going on to card. So hang it, and then see. Okay, I'm just going to hang it again. And that B down a little bit, and see if that is reading straight. Manipulate it ever so slightly, make sure it's in the centre. Perfect. Oh, I do like that. I'm going to push it over a little bit though. I'm just going to lean on it to get rid of that excess glue. I've been a bit heavy-handed tonight. I love that. Who doesn't love a shaker? Right, now for the little present. So we can put the present up here with a little bow, or off to the side. Okay, let me just see. Or we can simply add the little hearts on each side. And this is the joy of kind of making it up as we go. Yeah, I think I'll put that there. And I'm going to cut these little ones and just dot them about. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, so before I dot these about, I'll stick this one on first. So we need a little mini dimensional. Just one will do. One is a blend D, and we're going to pop it down on the middle heart, right in there. Okay. So that's going to go on there, and we can also put one here. See my nails. Also put one. No, I think one's enough actually. So just peel that little nasty off the back. Okay, I'm just going to lift this up so I can see. Oh, nice. I like that there. What do you think? Looks lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, now what we'll do is I'll put a dimensional on each of these, and then we'll cut them. I think it'll just be easier to pop these on before they're cut. Obviously this one only needs a little tiny half dimensional. Yep, so I'll just cut one in half. These are great. These mini dimensionals go so far. I'll go through the normal size a lot quicker than I do these. Right, where's my little snips? And I've just leaned in my glue. So I'm just going to cut them. Okay, you might need to trim it a tiny little bit to get rid of the join. Look how easy that was. Okay, there's the next one, and then take off that tiny wee join. Right, now, time to position these. This is quite fun. It's so eerily quiet in my house, honestly. Right, I'm going to pop this one there. Gorgeous. So die cut this little trio of hearts once, cut it into 3, and you've got 3 little elements that you can add. Pop this one down here. Oh, like this. This is really starting to turn out really pretty. And then I'll pop one here, but facing the other way. I'll do it like that. In fact, no, I'm going to lift that up because it's acetate. We can do that. I'm going to pop this one down here. But I know what's wrong with it. It's got a tiny little overhang of card there. Right, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? So shake, shake, shake. Sorry if the light catches anybody's eyes, but it is beautiful. You can hang that on a tree. You could put it in the front of a card. It'd look good on a stepper card or a 6x6 card or on a gift bag. So you can put something on the back as well if you like, and then put to and from on it. Now I think I'm going to save this for another project. Now what I'll do to keep that safe, because it is silver, I am going to pop it in a little sleeve. Okay, I'm just going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to pop that inside the actual packaging. And I find that helps me, because when I go to lift the dies up, I think, oh, I've already got one of them. Should I make a project out of that? And that's what I'm going to do. I think if I popped, see if you pop the present up there, I think it might be too much. Yes, it might be too much. Yeah, I'll keep this for another project. And I'll just do the exact same. I'll open this up. You wanted to see dies. I'll just sneak them in the front there. And you never know when they'll come in handy. So folks, that is it for Smithy's Stampers video haul. So, I hope you've liked today's project, a little 3D project. I thought about doing, you could put Monkey Stella on this or anything you like as well. I thought about doing a box, but I've done quite a few boxes or fancy folds recently, so I thought I'll go for a little shaker hanging ornament tag. So one last close-up. Don't forget to let me know what you think, and do visit the other Smithy Stampers team members videos that are linked in the description box. I just love my little team of demonstrators. They're all amazing, absolutely amazing, and they inspire me every single day. So thank you once again. I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for stopping by, folks. Take care now, and get your Christmas craft on. Bye.